chapter at this time.
Madam Chairperson?
Delegate 1.
Thank you. I move to take from the table the motion that reads, I move that our FFA chapter purchases a new desktop computer and a printer for our FFA Public Relations Committee.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 3. It's been moved and seconded to take from the table the motion that reads, I move that our FFA chapter purchases a new desktop computer and a printer for our FFA Public Relations Committee. Please keep in mind this motion is not debatable, is not amendable, and requires a simple majority vote to pass. All in favor of taking from the table, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it, motion passes. The table made motion is now up for discussion.
Madam
Chairperson.
Delegate
Chairperson?
1.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. As our mission statement states, career success, I feel as though if our FFA members were introduced early to this desktop computer and a printer and they got used to using career-ready practices within their FFA chapter to benefit their FFA chapter, but to also benefit their future, I feel like that would benefit them. So I hope everybody votes yes with me.
Madam Chairperson.
Delegate 5.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I think this motion is a wonderful idea for our chapter to partake in because I know in the years past we have started some different committees at the beginning of the school year, and by the end of the school year they're not really motivated and they kind of dwindle off. So I think if we motivate them by providing them with a computer and printer, it'll really help them keep steady throughout the year. So I strongly encourage a yes vote.
Madam Chairperson.
Delegate 2.
I don't think that this motion is in the best interest of our chapter. Recently, we had a pipe burst in our greenhouse, and our greenhouse sales haven't been very successful this year, so we wouldn't have enough funds for this motion, so I strongly encourage a no vote.
Madam Chairperson.
Delegate 3.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Seeing as how we already have an ag classroom that's dedicated to a computer lab right now, I don't think it's a very good idea for us to go through this motion. I feel like it'd be a waste of time and money, so I think if we're going to go ahead and pass this, it's going to be a waste of everything. That's why I encourage everyone to please shoot it down.
Madam Chairperson,
Delegate 4.
I think this motion is a great idea. Our alumni has actually asked us and is asking what they want us to maybe. They want us to fundraise for them, to give us some money, and maybe if we say this, it's really good for us. So I think everyone should vote yes.
Delegate 2.
I call for previous question.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 5. It is moved and seconded to call for previous question. Please keep in mind this is a 2/3 vote. All in favor, please stand. All opposed, please stand. With 5 in the positive and 0 in the negative, previous question passes. We will now be voting on the table with main motion. All in favor of the Neoga FFA chapter purchasing a new desktop computer and a printer, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it, motion passes. We will be purchasing a new desktop computer and a printer. Is there any new business?
Madam Chairperson?
Delegate 1.
Thank you. I move that our FFA chapter sponsors a monthly podcast for the 2024-2025 school year with 1 month dedicated to the benefits of using parliamentary procedure.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 2. It's been moved and seconded that our FFA chapter sponsors a monthly podcast for the 2024-2025 school year with 1 month dedicated to the benefits of using parliamentary procedure. Please keep in mind this motion is debatable, is amendable, and requires a simple majority vote to pass. It is not for discussion.
Madam Chairperson?
Delegate 1.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. As FFA members, it is our responsibility to be agricultural advocates for Illinois FFA and our entire membership as itself. And I feel as though if our FFA chapter went ahead and did this, we would be able to educate not only our school, but the entire surrounding community, and it would be a benefit to our entire community. So I hope everybody votes yes.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
3.
Hey, Madam Chairperson. Although the motion doesn't sound like a bad idea, I think the last part is really going to get us caught up. I don't think a parliamentary procedure aspect of it is going to be a very good idea. I don't think it'll run very smoothly with the podcast. And it's kind of a hard topic to just throw at people and expect them to be able to go along with it. So for that reason, I'm going to have to urge everyone to shoot this motion downward.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson,
4.
I think this motion is a terrible idea. In our school, we actually already have a podcast that is going on with our media studies class. So I do not think that we need another podcast going around our school, and it might make them think that we're trying to go against them and think we're better than them. So I think everyone should vote no.
Delegate 2.
I move to limit debate to 30 seconds per discussion per floor member.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 1. It's been moved and seconded to limit debate to 30 seconds per discussion per floor member. Are there any amendments? See none, proceed to vote. All in favor of limiting debate, please stand. All opposed, please stand. With 2 in the affirmative, 3 in the opposition, limit debate fails. We would not be limiting debate. We enact my discussion on the main motion.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
5.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. While I think this is a wonderful idea, I don't know if we're going to have the time and money to be able to come up with all these supplies for the next school year coming up. So I think if maybe we give our FFA chapter and our officers a little bit more time to go ahead and prepare these things, that would be a wonderful idea. But other than that, I shall encourage a yes vote on this.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson?
1.
I rise to a question of privilege.
State your question.
I ask that all my fellow floor members please speak a little bit louder because I'm having trouble hearing them.
Yes, fellow floor members, please speak a little bit louder so that Delegate 1 can adequately hear you. Delegate 2.
I think this motion would be a great idea for our chapter. If we were to host this podcast, it would be a great way to get all our students involved. And if we were to do this, it would just help students learn more about Parley and help them get involved in the contest in the future. So that's why I strongly encourage a yes vote.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
4.
I move to take a 10-minute recess.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 5. It's been moved and seconded to take a 10-minute recess. Are there any amendments? Seeing none, proceed to vote. All in favor of taking a 10-minute recess, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
The noes have it, motion fails.
I call for division of the assembly.
The division has been called for. All in favor, please stand. All opposed, please stand. With 2 in the positive, 3 in negative, this recess fails. We will not be taking a 10-minute recess. We enact by discussion on the main motion.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
5.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I move to amend this motion by striking 2024, 2025 and inserting 2025, 2026, so that the new motion now reads, I move that our FFA chapter sponsors a monthly podcast for the 2025-2026 school year with 1 month dedicated to the benefits of using parliamentary procedure.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 3. It's been moved and seconded to amend the motion by striking 2024, 2025 and inserting 2025, 2026. It is now for discussion.
Madam Chairperson.
Delegate 5.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I think amending this is in the best interest for us, because I know we already have a lot of things planned for this upcoming school year. And if we go ahead and put this on top, I don't know if we're gonna be able to fulfill all those things involving our POA and other things that we're involved in. So I just want to encourage a yes vote on this.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
1.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I feel as though this is a detrimental idea to the members of our FFA chapter because a lot of our seniors have agricultural communication CDEs, and I feel like this would benefit them as a whole if we went ahead and went through with this. So for those reasons, I hope everybody fails this amendment.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
5.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Seeing the opposition to my motion, I request permission to withdraw.
Permission has been requested to withdraw the amendment. Are there any objections? Seeing none, the amendment is withdrawn by general consent. We will now go back to discussion on the main motion.
Madam Chairperson.
Delegate 3.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I move to amend the main motion by adding and student council meetings. So if passed, new motion to read. I move that our Neoga, or that our FFA chapter sponsors a monthly podcast and student council meeting for the 2024-2025 school year with 1 month dedicated to the benefits of using parliamentary procedure.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 5. It's been moved and seconded to amend the motion by adding and student council meetings. It is now for discussion.
Madam Chairperson.
Delegate 3.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I feel like amending this right now would be a great opportunity for us. I think if we go ahead and incorporate a student council too, it could really open them up to the business side of things to where they could actually possibly use it in the future for their own sake. That's why I encourage everyone to please vote positively.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
4.
I think maybe the podcast is a very good idea, but I do not think I can lend my support to the student council meetings. Since we already have a student council in our school, I do not think that it's necessary for us to do this. So that's why I think it really just should not be a thing. So everyone should vote no.
Madam
Madam
Chairperson.
Delegate 1.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I feel as though this amendment is actually a really good idea. A lot of us strive for leadership development or to develop those qualities of leadership that an FFA membership possess, and I feel as though we could transfer those leadership qualities to student council members and teach them how to properly run their business meetings within their meetings. So I hope everybody votes yes.
Madam Chairperson.
Delegate 5.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I think going ahead and hosting this will teach not only the student council members, but also FFA members just what those different organizations are about, because they do have very similar morals. And I know we've hosted alumni meetings and board meetings in the past, and our members have greatly benefited from those. So I strongly encourage a yes vote on this.
Madam Chairperson.
Delegate 1.
I request a parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
What vote is required to pass this motion?
It's a simple majority.
Thank you.
Delegate 2.
I think this motion is a wonderful idea. As part of our FFA mission statement is premier leadership. Doing this event would just be a great way to showcase all the leadership skills that we have, and it would get lots of people involved like our student council members. That's why I strongly encourage a yes vote.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
4.
I'm going to call for a previous question.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 3. It's been moved and seconded to call for previous question. All in favor, please stand. All opposed, please stand. With 5 in the positive and 0 in the negative, previous question passes. We will now be voting on the amendment. All in favor of adding student council meetings, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
The ayes have it, motion passes. We will now go back to discussion on the amended main motion.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
4.
I move to divide the question into 2 parts. The first part reading, I move that our FFA chapter sponsors a monthly podcast for the 2024-2025 school year with 1 month dedicated to the benefits of using parliamentary procedure. And the next part stating, I move that our FFA chapter sponsors a monthly student council meetings for the 2024-2025 school year with 1 month dedicated to the benefits of using parliamentary procedure.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 1. It's been moved and seconded to divide the question into 2 parts. Are there any amendments? Seeing none, proceed to vote. All in favor of dividing the question, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
The noes have it, motion fails. We will not be dividing the question. We will now go back to discussion on the main motion.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
3.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I made to postpone this motion indefinitely.
Thank you. Is there a
Second.
second? Thank you, Delegate 1. It's been moved and seconded to postpone this motion indefinitely. It is now for discussion.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson.
3.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. I personally cannot lend my support to this motion right now. I just don't think it's a good idea for us to go through with it. I think we're way too busy right now, and if we go ahead and go through with it, it's going to be a huge waste of our time. We're going to be spending it on trying to fundraise because our recent plan still didn't go as well. That's why I encourage everyone to vote positively on this postponement.
Madam
Delegate 5.
Chairperson. Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Due to more urgent business pertaining to our fruit sales, I move to lay all pending matters on the table.
Second.
Thank you, Delegate 1. It's been moved and seconded to lie all pending matters on the table. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
The noes have it, motion fails. We will not be laying all pending matters on the table. We will now go back to discussion on the postponement.
Madam
Delegate 2.
Chairperson.
I move move to refer this to a committee of 3 appointed by the chair with full powers to act.
Second.
Thank you, Delegate One. It's been moved and seconded to refer this to a committee of 3 appointed by chair with full powers to act. It's now for discussion. Delegate Two.
I think referral's in the best interest of our chapter. Some of these committee members have hosted events like this before, so it really have a successful event. So I strongly encourage a yes vote.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson?
I think this motion is a great idea. This committee can go ahead and ask students to see if they're interested in this. So I think everyone should vote yes.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson,
Five.
thank you, Madam Chairperson. I think if we go ahead and refer this, it'd be a very good idea for us to put some alumni members on the board to see if they'd be able to help us with funding. So I strongly encourage a yes vote.
Madam
Delegate
Chairperson?
One.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Our newly elected officer team could actually be of service to this committee, and I feel as though if they served on it, they would get experience serving on committees. So I hope everybody votes yes.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, proceed to vote. All in favor of referring this to a committee, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. The ayes have it, motion passes. The main motion is referred to a committee. Is there any new business?
Madam Chairperson,
Delegate Three.
I move to adjourn this meeting.
Second.
Thank you, Delegate One. It's been moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. The ayes have it, motion passes. Meeting adjourned.
Sigh of relief. All right, we'll go ahead and get started with oral questions. Number one, you had take from the table.
Yes.
If a motion is not taken from the table within the required time limits, what happens to it?
The motion is lost.
When may a motion that was laid on the table be taken from the table?
First, the more urgent business must be taken care of, and then if you meet more than quarterly, you must take it from the table by the end of the current meeting. And if you meet less than quarterly, you must take it up at the next meeting.
Number two, you had previous question. Name 3 undebatable, privileged, or subsidiary motions that the previous question can be applied to.
Can you please rephrase the question?
Name 3 undebatable, privileged, or subsidiary motions that the previous question can be applied to.
Did you say debatable? Or can you? I'm sorry. Can you
I'll repeat it one
again?
more time. Name 3 undebatable, privileged, or subsidiary motions that the previous question can be applied to.
Table. Recess. And adjourn.
Okay, your second question. May a member conclude his or her debate on a main motion by moving the previous question?
Yes.
Can you explain your answer?
They can just call for the previous question after like everyone has debated, and then if everyone agrees, it can be passed.
Thank you. Number 3, you had postpone indefinitely.
Yes, sir.
If the motion to postpone indefinitely is pending, and the main motion is definitely postponed, what happens to the motion to postpone indefinitely?
It was killed off.
What is the effect of the motion to postpone indefinitely on the pending question?
Can you please repeat that question?
I sure can. What is the effect of the motion to postpone indefinitely on the pending question?
If it passed, it would completely kill the motion.
Thank you. Number 4, you had divide a question. What 2 subsidiary motions can be applied to a division of a question alone?
Previous question and amendment.
Is an amendment applied to divide a question debatable? Please explain your answer.
No, since the divided question is an debatable motion.
Thank you. Number 5, you had withdraw a question.
Yeah.
Is the motion to withdraw a motion in order when another member has the floor?
No.
What does it mean when a motion is said to be the property of its mover?
They still have rights to discuss it.
Madam Chair, explain how the presiding officer would participate in debating a main motion.
If the presiding officer wanted to debate in a main motion, they would have to give up their presiding unit and become a board member for the debate on that motion.
Your last question. Under what circumstance is a person presiding at a meeting addressed as Mr. or Madam Chairperson?
If they are not the normal presiding officer that is over the meetings.
Very good. Thank you all very much. Congratulations again. Go ahead and leave your motion